Welcome to MDS Realtor Personal Profile Series. My name is Sieu and I want to share with you in this video my personal story of how I became a landlord, condo investor, Airbnb host, cottage owner, and finally, a licensed real estate agent. People often describe life as a journey and full of teachable moments. I'm a true believer of just that. Looking back to my real estate journey, my life was full of transition, and I have my village to thank for helping me get to where I am today as a licensed realtor. I'm still amazed at this trajectory in my life when I recall a little 5-year-old girl who grew up in a straw house in a refugee camp in Thailand, who at 8 years old was flown to Canada through a generous aunt's advocacy work through a Cambodian Christian church that secured us a sponsorship to what my parents dubbed the land of opportunities. Welcome to Canada. Canada has always been home. Despite my love for travels, and although my career has been in higher education and in the areas of student services and affairs for the past 20 years, I have always been in love with architecture, home decoration, and dream of home ownership. Growing up, we lived in an apartment, and I was often at my best friend's house across the street playing house. When my parents finally got their first house, I was excited to decorate our home and host parties. I especially loved it when families and relatives from abroad would visit, so I can give them a tour of our house and do all the touristy thing around town. When I finally got engaged, house hunting and house shopping was a lot more exciting for me than planning my wedding. My husband and I bought our first condo back in 2011, and I was in love. First, with being able to move and live away from home, because in our tradition, the girl lives with her parents until she gets married. Second, to experience home ownership and learns all the ins and outs of the entire process. I was pretty naive back in the day and did not fully understand the buying process and was often blindsided by my own excitement. But that's when my real estate passion really blossomed. I started watching all sorts of real estate shows from Love It to Listed, but my real obsession was with the property's brother. As I was fascinated with the buying process and the conversion process of a fixer-upper into a dream home, my obsession led me to apply for a spot on the show. And when that failed, I nudged one of my best friends to apply for it as well, just so that I can be her sidekick through the show. It didn't happen, but I was always on realtor.ca looking and scrolling at the next property that I needed to convince my husband that we must have. In 2013, I entered the rental market when I got pregnant with my first child and decided our 1-bedroom condo at Yonge and Eglinton was just too small for the 3 of us. Fortunately, my husband's parents made room for us in their 4-bedroom home, and we put our condo up for rent. My husband and I learned to list our property, showed it, we did background checks on our tenants, we drafted a lease agreement, and we helped basically our tenant understand the process of getting a credit report. We also did background checks and actually call employers to verify our tenants' income. We decided to do it all ourselves, and it was the best learning experience so that we could be better landlords and fully understand the process. However, my appetite to own real estate just started. When news of the Yorkdale condo project broke in 2014, I was all over it and convinced my husband and in-laws we had to invest. So began my pre-construction journey into the condominium market. We completed our worksheet and put our offer in for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit along with 1 parking in the Yorkdale condo project, and we got the offer. All our savings went into the deposit for this pre-construction unit, but the location and project was just too good to pass up. We even managed to convince my in-laws to buy another unit. In 2015, I was pregnant with my second child, and at the tail end of my maternity leave, my husband got a job offer in Viva Las Vegas, and we moved there to live for a year. It was such a wonderful year of exploration with our little one as we explored Nevada, California, Utah, and all the neighboring states. and we discovered how fantastic Airbnb was, as opposed to hotel, motel, and inn option. When we returned to Toronto in 2017, and our family was reconsidering how to tackle their commercial residential space, we suggested using the residential unit on top of the commercial space as an Airbnb unit. My education in running an Airbnb rental began from setting up a fully furnished 3-bedroom apartment to confirming bookings with guests to cleaning up the space and coordinating multiple logistics in the process. What our time in Vegas also made us realize as a family is we love the water because the desert just wasn't for us. So my husband and I started looking at cottages in 2017 and bought our own cottage in 2018. We bought a cottage on the same day that I saw it, and my husband signed the paperwork without even looking at the property. Now that's what you call absolute trust in a marriage. But he did ask me a few times, really, Sue, is this the one? It sure was. And it was meant to be ours because once the paperwork was signed and submitted, we went out for pho with our realtor and his wife and got a call during dinner that the offer was accepted. I was ecstatic. But my husband was, I think, in a little bit of a shock. It has been 2 years thus far at our cottage, and we continue to love it for bringing us the outdoors and all our family together. We also learned so much during the process with respect to our water system, from the filtration mechanism to the well, our holding tank and its capacity, our gas line installation when Allenbridge Gas finally made it to Fenwick Fall, and I even got my boating license so we can buy a boat and explore Sturgeon Lake. So many great memories have started at our cottage, and we hope to make so much more. And we decided we might as well make it home and move there. And it has been a great experience during the pandemic. Having dabbled in the condo, in the pre-construction condominium market, in the rental and cottage market, it just made sense for me to be in real estate. The icing on the top of the cake was my conversation with my sister-in-law, Mala, who I was already working with on the Airbnb rental, and who was trying to figure out her professional life from a stay-at-home mom to a working mom. We figured, why not real estate? We were already doing it as our side hustle and loved the field without even all the specifics. So she looked up all the program details and realized Humber College was offering, and voila, we both motivated one another to just do it. We both got registered when Humber launched a real estate salesperson's program and got Dawn to join us in the journey as well. It has been a truly rewarding journey as I get to spend time with 2 of my favorite people, learning about our passion, developing our life goals, and practicing what I love. And that's looking at real estate. I love doing it for myself and will bring the same love and passion to helping you find your home, next property, investments, or project. That same shiny, glossy, exciting lens that I look at my real estate portfolio, I will apply to all my clients. So whether you're buying, selling, leasing, or investing, I will be with you every step of the way with professional real estate service that will move you toward your real estate goal, because it's about the relationships that we have together, not the actual transactions, that gives me pure joy to help you deliver and fulfill. My name is Sieu Lee, and I look forward to being your realtor. Join me every week on MDS Realtors by hitting that subscribe button to hear me chat with my bestie, Mala and Dawn, on everything and anything related to real estate. Till next time, be uplifting.